Hello, welcome to LPO Online. My name is Catherine and I play the viola in the Louisiana Philharmonic Orchestra. In today's video, we are going to learn about the parts of the bow. So I have my violin bow here, and we'll start with the most prominent part, the stick. The stick traditionally is made of Pernambuco wood. This wood is used, it's been used for hundreds of years by bow makers because it's especially strong and flexible. And it's just the right weight for making a great bow. So you'll notice, if you look really closely, the stick of the bow is not exactly straight. It's like a very shallow U shape. It curves up on each end just a bit. This is by design so that the performer can do special bow strokes like bouncing bows, so that the bow has a little bit of flexibility, a little bit of give. Now, Pernambuco wood, it's pretty rare and pretty expensive. This is because the tree, the Brazil wood tree that Pernambuco comes from, grows in the rainforests of Brazil. And as those rainforests are being depleted, the supply of wood is shrinking. So it's becoming more rare and more expensive. But fortunately, engineers have found some pretty amazing ways to make bows from other materials that are just as good. So this is my viola bow. If I hold it up real close, you can see the Pernambuco wood, kind of a reddish orange wood. You can see it's got a lot of flexibility and curve in it, and it's very, very strong. Here's my violin bow. That looks like wood too, right? It's got flexibility, it's very strong. This bow is not made of wood at all. This bow is made of carbon fiber, and then it has a little outer layer wrapped around it with wood grain pattern. So it's sort of in disguise. Bows can also be made from plastic or fiberglass or other kinds of wood. And they're getting better at making them from other materials all the time, which is fortunate because that Pernambuco supply is shrinking. Now let's follow the stick of the bow out to the tip here. This end of the bow is called the tip. You'll also hear this whole half referred to as the upper half. On the tip, we have a little plate made from plastic or metal, or on some older bows, ivory. We don't use ivory anymore because elephants are a protected species, but sometimes people have bows made hundreds of years ago. My viola bow has an ivory tip plate. I have to have special documentation for this bow to travel out of the country and back into the country because this material is protected, which is a good thing for the elephants. Makes traveling with the bow kind of a pain. If we travel back to the other end of the bow, we'll find this end of the bow is much busier, right? There's a lot of stuff here to look at. This black rectangle is called the frog. Has nothing to do with the frog. It's not made from frogs, don't worry. But on some older bows, you will find materials from animals or from nature. So I've got some mother of pearl. Some people have different inlays made from bone or ivory. Next to the frog, you'll find the grip. This is a leather grip. Some bows have a rubber or plastic grip. The purpose is just to cushion your index finger and provide a little bit of traction, a little bit of grip, to make it more comfortable and easy to hold your bow and to play. Next to the grip, you'll find the winding. The main purpose of the winding is just to protect the wood from wear, from oils in your hand, from pressure. And often you'll see this made of silver wire, maybe plastic, maybe other materials. Some really old bows have windings made of whale bone, which is kind of cool, but not good for whales. Let's talk about one more part of the bow that's made from an animal that's not endangered, and this doesn't hurt the animal to contribute it to our bow. The hair. The hair on violin, viola, cello, bass bows is made with horsehair, real horsehair. Doesn't hurt the horse, it just gets a haircut. Hair is used because it's grippy on the strings. It pulls on those strings, and it's really important that we don't touch the bow hair because just like real hair, it's very good at absorbing oil and dirt. So our hands, even if we just washed our hands have some oil. We don't want that oil to get on the bow hair. The hair on a bow is replaceable and should be replaced anywhere from once a year to twice a year, depending on how much you play and how much use your bow gets. And the final part of the bow is the screw, the adjusting screw. The screw moves the frog ever so slightly. If you look at the space between the frog and the grip right here, as I tighten my bow, you'll see that the frog moves back just slightly. So that's how that works, and as a result, it pulls those bow hairs back and makes them tighter, more taut. Just to review, we have the stick, the tip plate, the hair, don't touch, the frog, the grip, the winding, and the screw. The screw allows us to adjust the bow hair. Thanks for tuning in to LPO Online. Don't forget, you can always check out our website, lpomusic.com, for more videos and performances. Bye.